We're graduating this year, but before we leave this place for good,
we're checking out some of the best food spots in the area.
I'm Jonah.
And I'm Shannon.
And this is Grub Before Grad. So we made it to the Curry Pot, which is an Indian restaurant which I just found out today also serves Nepalese food, but we're here for Indian food. And speaking of which, I have almost no experience with Indian food, mostly because I have always been bad with spice. But luckily, Shannon has a lot of experience with that, so he'll compensate for that. I'm gonna get butter chicken because I'm boring, and hopefully we're gonna have a great time. So what's your experience with Indian food?
With Indian food, I'd say I'm pretty experienced with it. It's definitely like a staple in my family. We have butter chicken, paneer, tikka masala, fish pakoras, vegetable samosas, vegetable pakora, a lot of curries. The mango lassi is like obviously a favorite drink. The dessert as well, I don't know how to pronounce it and I don't want to butcher the name, but I'm going to anyway. The gulab jamun, one of our favorite dishes as well. I'm very well versed whenever we want to go eat out anywhere. Indian is definitely one of the things that's on the list. That's really good. Very good. That's so good.
Definitely solid.
That's so good. That's really good.
Wait, that's not spicy at all, but it's really good though. Very interesting taste. Very
so good.
Very.
It's warm too. Ooh, it's good.
Okay. Yeah, that's much better than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
All right, we're back again with another set of ratings. And let's just cut to the chase and get started with food.
All the food was pretty good. I definitely left feeling very stuffed, very satisfied. I got the tandoori chicken. Got it ordered hot, but I think it was North American kind of hot. So I think if you're looking for something really spicy, you should definitely go for the extra hot because the hot wasn't hot at all. And I'm saying this as a person with a very large spice tolerance. The chicken was really good. It was very juicy, very moist chicken. The rice was really good. The salad was also pretty good as well. There is like a nice vinaigrette. It was yummy. 4 out of 5 stars. You know what, actually, I'll give it 3.5. I think I would have given it 4 had it had like the spice factor.
I had the butter chicken because I'm basic and that's like the only dish that I've had
good, safe food.
Enough to be like, okay, I know what the general flavor profile of it is so I can actually gauge whether something is good or not. So I had it and it was pretty good. Just like Shannon with the spice thing, I got like medium hot. You would think it would be even a little bit hot.
A little kick.
But there was like basically nothing. It was very mild and I'm not complaining about that. She did say it wasn't gonna be spicy, so I guess I got what I asked for. I think it was a nice creamy sauce, very smooth. I like the flavor, though it was pretty similar to like a tomato sauce. I don't know if that's like by design, but it was good. The chicken was nice, no problems there. Paired well with the rice, but the rice is just like pretty typical rice. I'll just give it a 4 because compared to other butter chickens that I've had, it sits pretty high up there. On to the mango lassi. It was my first time trying the mango lassi and I get something similar at like a Vietnamese restaurant. They offer like mango shakes and avocado shakes. I noticed that the consistency was fairly similar, but you definitely tasted more of like a dairy element or yogurt element. It's just something creamy. It was good.
Yeah.
Was it like crazy good? I mean, I don't really know, but I'm just gonna give it a 4.
I definitely also just give it a 4. It's one of my favorite drinks, I think, just like of all time. Mango Lassi is definitely something that like I will always order, and I know that I will always enjoy it.
On to appetizers, we ordered 2. We got the vegetable samosas and we also got the fish pakora. So let's start with the samosas.
Samosas, I definitely would easily give a 4, if not 4.5 out of 5. They were so good. You could tell that they were made in-house, made with love. The filling was really good. It wasn't overbearing. The crust was nice. It was crunchy. Also wasn't overbearing because sometimes you have like a weird ratio of like crust to filling. So sometimes you have too much crust and then it's just like all crunch and no filling, and vice versa, where like the filling is spilling out to the point where like the crust becomes soggy. So it was like a perfect balance. Paired with the tamarind chutney, mwah, chef's kiss.
In terms of flavor, it was very much in line with what I expect from a vegetable samosa. You could get all those different spices and there was a nice aroma to it. Paired super well with the tamarind sauce. Just like Shannon said, the filling wasn't spilling out, which meant that it was, you know, firm enough for it to stay in, but it wasn't thick enough to be just too much. Overall, I would give it a 4 as well. On to the fish pakora.
Fish pakora, as you probably know by now, is like one of my family specialties, not making, but eating. We ordered it a lot, especially during COVID. There is a place we ordered it from like all the time. So good. I don't want to compare them obviously, but that's all I can base it off of. In comparison, I think these fish pakoras were a lot less seasoned than what I'm used to. I probably give those fish pakoras 3.5 with the green and tamarind chutney.
The way I see it is that they were kind of just like fish fingers, and I don't think it had enough of the spices to differentiate itself from an Americanized version of deep fried in batter fish thing. I think I just wanted more of the Indian flavor profile to bring out like what makes the fish pakora special. I think the breading could have been crispier as well. It was a bit on the softer side, but once again, this is like my first time trying it, so I don't know if that's like just me, but besides that, you know, pretty okay. So yeah, I would say 3, pretty average. The desserts.
The ras malai came in like a dish that had like mango, like
it was in a pool of mango flavored stuff.
It tastes really good. I always liked ras malai, and then it being like in like the mango liquid made it even better because I love mango things. So it kind of combined 2 things that I really enjoy. I think I give it a 4.
The ras malai was the one I preferred more out of the desserts. I tried it and I didn't think I was gonna like it like after the first bite, but then I'm like, okay, it's actually not bad, and then it kind of grew on me. So I'll give it a solid 4 as well. It was good flavor, not too sweet. Mango definitely came through, and the milk solid was not bad. The gulab jamun.
It definitely tasted like, I was saying this earlier while we were eating it, but it tasted like someone made something with spices earlier and they used that same spoon to make the gulab jamun. It tasted like almost more savory than sweet. At least in my experience, that's never been the case before. It always tastes like just like a ball of sweetness. So I was very surprised to taste that, but I didn't mind it. I think I'd give it like a 3.5.
Once again, no experience with this, but I've had fried milk before. Was it similar to that? No, not really. I guess I was expecting it to taste like typical fried milk, but it was really weird. I don't know, it was like a weird spice thing that I felt just didn't belong in there. The sweetness is nice, but the other thing was kind of subtly overpowering it, more so over the duration of you eating it. I don't know, I'm like very on the fence with that. I'll just put it right on 2.5 because I don't know. So overall, in terms of food,
I'd probably give it like a really hearty 3.5. I feel like a lot of the meal was satisfactory. Nothing kind of like blew me away, or like if it did, it was like one part of it blew me away, but then the rest of it was just like okay. So I think for that, a 3.5.
3.5 seems pretty fair. Definitely agree that nothing was super standout amazing, but a lot of them were good. They were solid dishes. On to service.
Service was good. I feel like she didn't really interact with us a lot. We were the only people in there for like quite a while. Basically until like we got like almost finished with our dinner, and then we were getting dessert, and then other people started kind of filing in. But up until that point, it was basically just us. So I could understand her wanting to be like, I'm gonna just let these guys do their thing.
There isn't really much to comment on.
No,
like,
there isn't.
We didn't really even ask for favorite dishes. We just ordered what we knew, essentially. So like, that's kind of it. She was very kind.
Yeah, she was.
And like, all the stuff came out fairly quickly, but once again, you know, like we're the only people, so like you would kind of expect that. So
shout outs to her.
3.5 as
3.5 is good, yeah.
Yeah, 3.5 seems pretty fair. So lastly, atmosphere, what are we thinking?
Probably 3.5 again. I felt like the atmosphere was really cool, but it was something like rise above cool. It wasn't like hamburger cool. It was just like, this place is pretty neat. I do like all the little knickknacks they have on the shelves. And the wall of license plates, I thought that was very cool as well, but it also didn't feel like it was fitting though. If you told me this was Indian, like I wouldn't have believed you.
Yeah.
Like it looks like that could have been hamburger.
Was it a nice looking place? Yes, but yeah, no, it did not scream Indian at all. Like it was very strange to me, but you know, it looked good overall. So it was a very clean interior. It was not dirty at all. So 3.5 once again sounds pretty solid. I guess overall, why don't you take over this? Because I don't have a lot of experience with Indian food, so I can't really judge whether this is worth going to. So you got this.
Okay. I definitely say that the curry pot is somewhere that you should definitely go to if you're looking for like a nice Indian restaurant. Given it that is St. Catharines, there aren't a lot of those here. So if you do have that opportunity, I definitely say go check it out. Very good food, very good service, very cool atmosphere as well.
So I guess that's all we got for today. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you at our next meal.